गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णू गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषाद्वहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Hari Om. Let there be peace, let there be peace and love amongst all the human beings of the universe. Let there be peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We have started contemplating on the 10th chapter, that is Dashuropakhyanā, the story of Dashura. And we have reached till the fourth topic, that is Sankalpa Prabhav, the power of ideation. So, what is this story wants to tell us? This story is like, moment we do this story, we'll say, अरे this is my story only. This is नहीं तो मेरी स्टोरी है, सब मेरे ऐसा सब कुछ, मैं ऐसा ही सब करता हूँ जीवन में. तो यही स्टोरी यहाँ बताई गई है. तो let us quickly see what first three topics says and we'll go to the fourth topic, that is Sankalpa Prabhav, the power of ideation, power of thought or power of desire. What is that? We're going to see. So first topic was Srushti Krama. So वशिष्ठ ऋषि इज टेलिंग टू रामा. वशिष्ठ ऋषि राम जी को उपदेश दे रहे. क्या बता रहे राम जी को कि माइटी आर्म्ड रामा, हियर द मैनर, महाभाव, हियर द मैनर इन विच द बॉडी इज अज्यूम्ड बाय द ब्राह्मण सुप्रीम स्पिरिट. ये सुप्रीम स्पिरिट को कैसा किया, ये इच्छा हो गई कि ये मैनिफेस्ट होए आज बॉडी करके. when the reality called self is undivided, unbound by space time, out of its own power, sportive foots of the body divided as if by individual soul. So likewise it has been explained very nicely how this imagination of the sky, air, fire, water and earth, all these Pancha Mahabhut, how it has come, that has been very nicely explained in Srushti Krama. So slowly we come to know the Srushti Krama. And after that what has been said is Rama, thus this creation has come to the standing in this universe. See, this world is born out of the imagination, present like a very long dream. ये जगत कैसा आया है, एक लॉन्ग ड्रीम करके ये बना हुआ है. और रामा देख, ये पूरा look at the world as a long dream born out of the imagination. So when the sankalpa is quietened, अपन संकल्प जो संकल्प विकल्प quieten करते हैं, so then there is nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to gain, nothing to lose. So life is just a time pass, life is just an enjoyment, life is just a pilgrimage. If we really know this, then you cannot be unhappy in your life. जब पता चल जाएगा. So it is not a jiva, it is a jivana, it is actually jivan. So like when the electricity is passing through the bulb, it requires n number of conditions. It requires wire, it requires the power supply attached to it, it requires bulb, holder and whatnot. Likewise in this life also what is required is, life is also phenomena, and when these all the things are fulfilled, then only the jiva is being manifested. So jiva is also a phenomena, it is not an individuality. So that has been tried to be told in the first topic, that is Srushti Krama. So slowly Srushti Krama, how it takes place, has been very nicely depicted on the mind of Rama by Vasishtha Rishi. And secondly, second topic was Dashura Tapa, austerity of Dashura. Dashura is the son of sages and he got frustrated because he was staying in the residing in the forest land of Magadha, and there his parents, both the parents died. He was weeping verily, and the forest deity consoled him. So now this is a story wherein the forest deity has been told, and she came and she said, you are a son of such a wise Saja, why you are crying? And then subsequently he did that subsequent rites, and then he started meditating, he started doing tapasya, and tapasya naturally person does for some gain or the other. So he did that, and then he went into the nirvikalpa samadhi and he understood what is a life. So long drawn process has been drawn by him, and this Dashura Tapa is telling us what in our life also we have to follow some system. What is that system is? Spiritual life is you are the substratum of whole world and nothing can disturb you. तो आप ही इस जगत के मालिक हो. आपको कोई यहाँ पे डिस्टर्ब नहीं कर सकता, आपको कोई परेशान नहीं कर सकता, आपका मन ही परेशान करता है. तो जब अपने को यहाँ फॉरेस्ट डिटी मिली है, क्या है? या फॉरेस्ट डिटी का बड़ा सुंदर उदाहरण बताया उन्होंने. फॉरेस्ट डिटी यानी अपना विवेक बुद्धि है. अपना विवेक बुद्धि यूज करोगे तो नेचुरली आप बच जाओगे. अविवेक करोगे तो you will be always remaining in samsara, frustrated, dejected, unhappy, commenting on all the things, then correlating one thing to the other thing, thinking about the past, पुरानी बातें सब खोद खोद के निकाल और फ्यूचर के बारे में चिंता करते रहोगे और परेशान होते रहोगे. ये अवॉइड करने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? आपको हर वक्त याद रखना पड़ेगा क्या कि मैं ही इस दुनिया का मालिक हूँ और ये दुनिया यानी ही वो मालिक है, बाकी दूसरा कुछ नहीं है. तो स्पेशलिटी जितनी होगी सब पूरी ड्रॉप कर देना पड़ेगा. स्पेशलिटी हैज टू बी ड्रॉप एंड यू हैव टू बिकम वन विद ब्रह्मा जी. सो व्हेन श्री राम, the immediately example was given when Sri Ram was told that you are supposed to go to the forest. He laughingly went there. वो 14 साल का वनवास पे चले गए. क्यों? उनको पता था ये तो ड्रीम है, ये तो ड्रामा है, ये नाटकबाजी है, कोई कोई ये नहीं, कोई इसमें दुख मनाने लायक कोई चीज नहीं. घर में रहो या उधर रहो, जैसे ईश्वर की इच्छा रहेगी, जैसा वो डिविनिटी की इच्छा रहेगी वैसा ही होगा. सो उस हिसाब से ही श्री राम आफ्टर लिसनिंग टू दिस योग वशिष्ठ from Vashishth Rishi, happily went into the forest. Nothing wrong in going to the forest. That's what his mind told to him. So third topic after that we started was Putra Prabodhanam, awakening of the son. Now again that story has given that one of the Devi has brought that son of 12 years old and asked the Dashura to teach him, and Dashura then started giving the knowledge to him. And when he told that there was a king called as Swatta, self-rising, and then that king is a mighty armed king, and then he has the 14 highways built up there, and he has the 9 openings building. Likewise, everything is explained very nicely. And finally, it has been told that he becomes agitated, frustrated, and dejected because of his own mind, and he enjoys the life because of his own mind. The choice is his. He mourns as a distressed, frustrated, or suffering person, or then otherwise he feels he is happy. So both the stages has been told in 38 shloka which we did yesterday. स्वनैव वस्तास्तो कदाचित् परिभूयते बुधमेति कदाचित् दुःखतो अस्मिति शोचति. So then it has been told that it is all our projection. So how to behave in this life? Lesser you project, happier you are. जितना जितना कम प्रोजेक्ट करोगे उतने उतने आप खुश रहोगे. तो क्या करना है? The highest practice of spiritual practice is relax, relax, relax. So don't create any sankalpa. Sankalpa you should not create, and don't react for the situations around you. And how to behave then? If you really want to learn something, suppress. Suppress your worldly thoughts by your vivek. And what it will lead to? It will lead to the sublimations. If we are getting an example, we are getting an angry. Leave that place for some time. Go somewhere, do some gardening work, so that the mind will become settled. Mind has to be controlled by the mind. That you should not forget. And leading a spiritual life, don't become an extraordinary. Only remain disciplined, simple and disciplined life. Kevali bhav, remaining one without second, transcending immanent, one without second, उस भाव में रहना है. So now let us start today's topic, that is Sankalpa Prabhav, the power of ideation, the thought or a desire. Shloka number 39. Putra Uvacha, when now this Dashura told, now the son has started talking to his father. Dashura. So what it says? Kaesha bhavata proktam swattha nama mahipate. Now he's asking, you told me all these example. Swattha, 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 self-rising. Who is this? Who is this king named Swattha mentioned by your honor? पिताजी आपने जो स्वत्थ का नाम बताया ये कौन से किंग है थोड़ा मेरे को समझा के बताइए. So then he says Dashura uvacha श्लोक नंबर 39 इदम संसार संस्थानम एवं ते कथितम मया. मैंने जो बताया ये आपके संसार का ही वर्णन किया है. दिस कॉन्फिगरेशन इज ऑफ वर्ल्डली एग्जिस्टेंस हैज बीन नरेटेड टू यू बाय मी. ये वर्ल्डली एग्जिस्टेंस ही है. ये जो मैं स्वत्थ 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 बता रहा हूँ ये वर्ल्डली एग्जिस्टेंस ही है. सो 40 नंबर श्लोक परमात्मनभसो जाता संकल्प स्वत्थ उच्यते जायते स्वयमेवासो स्वयमेव विलीयते. The idea or a thought born out of the supreme sky, that is consciousness, is called as स्वत्थ. जो अपने मन में आइडिया आती रहती वही स्वत्थ है. यानी क्या है अपन ही अपने आप से बोलते रहते हैं. सेल्फ अराइजिंग. He is born of his own accord spontaneously and is dissolved disappear of his own accord. अगर अपने ही मन से अपन बड़बड़ 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 करते रहेंगे तो क्या होगा. कोई अपने को समझेगा पागल है और नहीं तो अपन कोई एक्शन एग्जीक्यूट करके बैठ जाएंगे. मेरे को गाड़ी लेना है, मेरे को गाड़ी लेना है, मेरे को गाड़ी लेना है. हो गया, जाके बाजार में गाड़ी खरीद के ले गया, जेब में पैसे है नहीं पता नहीं, लोन वोन लेगा एंड विल सफर फॉर हिज लाइफ फॉर एवर. अपना जिंदगी भर वो अपना लाइफ सफर करते रहेगा. विल सफर फॉर हिज लाइफ फॉर एवर. सो दैट शुड नॉट बी डन बट देन इट इज अ हैबिट. हाउ यू प्रोजेक्ट. देखो सुनो बोलो मत बोला है पर अपन क्या करते देखते सुनते और खूब बोलते. देखा जगत में क्या दिखा, लाइट दिख रहा है, ये दिख रहा है. सुना उसका अपने विश्लेषण सुना, अरे ये तो बहुत बढ़िया दिवाली की लाइट है. बोलो मत बताया था पर बोलना चालू कर देते, अरे मेरे को ये भी चाहिए, चाइना का भी है तो भी चलेगा, इंडिया का है तो भी चलेगा, ये करना. सो यू आर ओनली टॉकिंग आइडिया. थॉट्स कम्स इन माइंड एंड देन थॉट्स डिजायर्स क्रिएट्स sankalpa या vikalpa and you go away from the divinity and you remain very much in sansar only. So are we not supposed to do the activities? We are supposed to do the activities which are important and necessary for you, not like running after the things in the world. So idea born out of the supreme sky is called as Swattha. He is born of his own accord. वो अपनी ही मर्जी से बनता है और वो अपनी ही मर्जी से डिजॉल्व हो जाता है. एक आधे आदमी ने सोच लिया कि यार मेरे को जगत का कोई मेरे मन पे परिणाम ही नहीं होना चाहिए. परफेक्टली ओके. देखो सुनो बोलो मत, विल एंजॉय. और एक आधा आदमी है उसकी जेब में फूटी कौड़ी भी नहीं है, सड़क पे रहता है, किनारे सड़क के किनारे रहता है और घूमते रहता है. वो सब देखता है, सुनता भी है, बेकिंग करके खाता पीता है, पर उसके मन पे कोई असर नहीं है अनलेस ही हैज अ डिजायर. इफ ही हैज नोज डिजायर इज वेरी क्लोज टू द गॉड. बट इफ इज फुल ऑफ डिजायर हैविंग नो मनी देन ही इज वेरी मच इन संसार. So the 41 shloka शून्ये व्योमति तेनेदं निर्मितं त्रिजगत्पुरं चतुर्दशात्र लोका हि दीपो चंद्र दिवाकरो. In the wide sky of consciousness, this city or abode of the three worlds are constructed by him. यानी कॉन्शियसनेस जो भगवान जहाँ है, जो पूरा ट्रांसेंडेंट यूनाइटेड वन विदाउट सेकंड डिविनिटी है, जो सब कुछ वही है, उसमें ये बंदा तीन जगत क्रिएट करता है. कौन से चित्र में तीन जगत क्रिएट करता है? पाताल लोक, भूलोक और आकाश लोक, तीनों जगतें क्रिएट करता है. 14 indeed are the region here, the corresponding to the 14 highways in the Ideation. तो यहाँ 14 रीजन बताया गया, यानी लोक जो बताया पाताल लोक, भूलोक और आकाश लोक, ये 14 है. पाताल लोक में 7 लोग और आकाश लोक में 7 लोग, ऐसी 14 हो जाते हैं इंक्लूडिंग भूलोक. There are two lights are called as moon and sun. आकाश में एक सन और एक मून दिखता है. There are two lights. According to the Indian mythology, there are 7 higher regions or world above the earth and 7 are below. And the whole complex constitutes the universe consisting of 3 broad divisions: heaven, earth and nether region. ये तीन इसमें broad divisions है. Then 42nd श्लोक क्रीडार्थम आत्मना चित्रा देहा परवका कृता स्वयं चेष्टा दुःखी सुखी चैव स्वचेष्टया. For his own pleasure, various bodily inner apartments were made by him. He is afflicted by his own action and also happy by his own action. इस जगत में उसने एंजॉय करने के लिए अपने में ही ये वेरिएशंस करके रखे. कौन से वेरिएशन से 14 रीजन्स बना के रखे. सत्व रजो तमस के आधार में रहता है, वो खुद ही इसमें या तो बनता है, खुश होता है, या तो फिर बिगड़ता है यानी दुखी होता है। 43rd श्लोक। तम सत्वम रजस्येति तस्य देया त्रया स्मृता तमो रूप हि संकल्पो नित्य प्राकृत चेष्टया पराम कृपणताम येत्य प्रयाति कृमि कीर्तताम. So what is then? Tamas, that is inertia, ignorance and darkness. This is tamas. Sattva is harmony, knowledge and light. And whereas rajas is activity, passion and agitation. So rajas, tamas and sattva, he does, all said to be his three bodies. Idea of the nature of tamas reduces to the state of wickedness by its continual natural action, goes forth to the state of worms and insects. अगर जो तामसिक रहा है, पड़ा ही रह रहा है, वो इनर्शिया में है, इग्नोरेंस में, डार्कनेस में है, पड़ा ही रहता है, पड़ा है, कुछ नहीं करना है उसको, विकेट के समान पड़ा है, तो व्हाट विल बी द नेक्स्ट बर्थ? Either worm or insects. So mind well, you have to drop tamas immediately after listening to this afternoon meeting. सत्वरूपे हि संकल्पो धर्म ज्ञान परायण अदूर केवली भाव स्वराज्य तिष्ठति. Though our idea, which is the nature of sattva, devoted by the virtue or knowledge, resorts to identification with the self refulgent Brahmin, the proximate state of aloneness, absoluteness. So Adura Kevali Bhava. Adura Kevali Bhava means remaining one without second. That is good. So that is Sattva Bhava. Now third is 45th sloka. Rajo Rupo hi Sankalpo Loka Samvyavaravana Paritishtati Samsare Putra Dharanu Ranjita. Thought or idea which is of nature of Rajas, possessed of the affairs of the world, abides much in worldly existence, pleased by children and wife. So what happens is he remains in the upadhi. What are the upadhis? Upadhi for man is husband, father, son, grandfather. Upadhis for ladies are mother, grandmother, daughter, sister-in-law, likewise all. So these upadhis are there, but basically either she is a woman or he is a man. We forget our nature and we get entangled into these upadhis and suffer. These upadhis brings us in the samsara. Remain there, but don't suffer because of these upadhis. That's what this shloka has to say. Children's wives, husband, daughter, daughter-in-law, son-in-law, so many things are there. Remain there very much, but see the divinity in them. Otherwise, you will be caught into the nature of rajas and possessed in the affairs of the world, and you will be more and more dragged in the samsara. Now, this is a very important shlok, 46. Trividam tu parityajya sankalpa paramushnate sankalpasya laya akarya niyamya manasamana. Discarding these three kinds of thoughts, अपने को तीनों को छोड़ना है. That is imagination. One attains to the supreme. यानी क्या? Remain ordinary and simple. Remain disciplined life. Remain happy going, lucky going. Whatever is coming to your this thing. नष्टम नष्टम विनश्यते. जो खत्म हो रहा है, खत्म हो रहा है, विनश्यते. प्राप्तम प्राप्तम उपारते. जो मिल रहा है उसमें उपार करके समझो, तो हर वक्त अपना मन खुशी में रहेगा. So discarding the three kinds of thoughts, the imagination, one attains to the supreme. Restraining the mind by the mind, the dissolution of thought should be effected. अपने मन से ही मन का कंट्रोल किया, तभी अपनी थॉट्स को अपन कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं, अपने विचारों को कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं. अपने मन को ही, अपने को, अपना मन ही अपना मित्र है, अपना मन ही अपना शत्रु है. तो ये जो सात्विक भाव आवे कि राजसिक भाव आवे कि तामसिक भाव आवे, जो आया आने दो, जो गया उसको जाने दो, और अपन मौज में रहो. अपने को जो एक्शन करना है उस वक्त कर दी और मौज में रहो. कभी सही एक्शन होगी, कभी गलत एक्शन होगी. डोंट गो बाय कॉज एंड इफेक्ट. अरे नहीं, सब लोगों ने ना रास्ते के लेफ्ट बाजू से चलना चाहिए, पर एक बार बहुत इमरजेंसी राइट से चलना पड़ा, चले जाओ. Don't follow that time rule because there is an emergency. Not every day you are breaking the rule. One day you can definitely break rule because rules is not important. You are getting work done is important. यदि वर्ष सहस्त्राणि तपश्चरति दारुणं ज्ञानं कश्चिदोपायस्ति संकल्पो मशमृते निसंकल्पो यथा प्राप्त व्यवहार परो भवम्. 47 and 48 श्लोका. यदि वर्ष सहस्त्राणि तपश्चरन्ति दारुण. Even if you perform prayers or severe austerity for thousands of years, there is no other means for the realization of supreme spirit except the pacification or cessation of thoughts. जब तक अपन अपना मन को संभालेंगे नहीं, 1000 साल भी जिंदगी जी ली है तो भी कोई फायदा नहीं. बी विदाउट विश. अपने मन में कोई इच्छा मत रखो. इच्छा बिकारी में रखो मत। बी विदाउट विश और इमेजिनेशन, विश को इमेजिनेशन बोलते हैं। देखो अपने ही मन अपन बोलते रहते, हाँ मुझे ये करना है, उसके बाद वो करना है, उसके बाद ये करना है, वो नहीं किया तो गड़बड़ हो गई, वो किया तो अच्छा हुआ। So this all we keep on talking and we suffer. So we have to drop this by be without wish or imagination, intend on such occupation or work suitable to circumstances. अपने जो यथा प्राप्त व्यवहार परो भव, निसंकल्प यथा प्राप्त व्यवहार परो भव, निसंकल्प, don't create any sankalpa vikalpa, and yatha प्राप्त व्यवहार. So whatever the work you got, be happy with that work and just keep on doing that work, nothing other than that. Next shloka is 49. चिदश्चेतो न मुखत्वं हि याति संकल्प संशये विकल्पजालमृत्सृजं प्राप्यते सुखमद्वयम्. So, on the destruction of the thought, imagination, consciousness indeed goes to the state of not looking up to what is pursued or understood. Consciousness shines without objectification. Having gone up to the web of uncertainty, the non dual bliss is obtained. So, if you drop your ideas or if you drop your imagination, what happens is you go one without second reality and then you only gaze bliss, bliss, bliss. There's nothing other than that. So, after listening this complete story, again the son has the question. पुत्र उवाच कीदृशस्ताता संकल्प कथम उत्पद्यते चैष कथम च वृद्धि माया मायाति कथम चैष विनिश्यति. Father, of what nature is this thought imagination, how it is produced, how does it attain growth and how does it perish. पिताजी मेरे को ये बताइए कि इमेजिनेशन आता कहाँ से, ये बनता कैसी है, ये ग्रो कैसा होता है, फिर और इसको खत्म कैसे करते हैं. That's what he is asking to his father, and that has been explained in 5 shlokas very nicely by his father. So let us keep that for tomorrow. What is that? We'll see tomorrow. But before we conclude today's topic, let us take a quick recap. What has been said is whatever the work you are getting in life, if the household ladies, they are getting the work in the life, okay, preparing food, preparing very nice dishes, doing homely work, going to schools, teaching kids, or whatever works come to their share, be happy about that. Don't see that somebody is going to the moon and exploring moon land there, see that lady must be very lucky. Or don't see that somebody is driving a aeroplane, that lady must be lucky. Don't see all those stuff. Whatever has come to your share, be happy with that. Similarly, for the male members, whatever the job has come to their share, maybe sometime good, maybe sometime bad. Because what happens is this son and father analogy which is given here, this is your own mind which is troubling you. That's what has been said. When we tomorrow will finish this 6 sloka, we'll get that. So don't create sankalpa and be relaxed. Keep relaxed is the most important spiritual sadhana for us. If necessary, do the things. If not necessary, keep cool and relax. खुश रहो, जो मिला है उसमें खुश रहो. Think about, example is given, think about the cow. How many thoughts come moment you think about the word cow? अपने मन में, oh, cow gives milk, cow gives dung, that dung is been used to clean my house, and after that, that gomutra is also used for making medicines. So many thought comes in the moment of cow. So this thoughts breeds thought, thoughts breeding takes place. And but if you are told to think about nothing, so no sankalpa will come, and fraction of second you will go into the samadhi. So lesser we think, nearer we are to the divinity. जितना अपन कम सोचेंगे उतने अपन डिविनिटी के नियर है. तो कैसी स्टेट रहेंगी? नथिंग टू गेन, नथिंग टू लूज, nowhere to go. Likewise, our mind status will be there. So, what is sankalpa? Sankalpa is basically body identification, and how we switch on that moment we get up in the morning, we start feeling yes, I am the body, and instantaneously what happens is you start getting identified with body, and then you start planning, thinking, and this all happens because of body identification. Vikalpa this, you don't want to do this. So, vikalpa, vikalpa, you keep on doing and then you suffer. Whereas nirvikal means body identification goes and you never suffer. That which does not keep any doubt in our mind. अपने mind में कोई भी शंका ही नहीं बचती. That is a nirvikalpa samadhi. So what has to be done? Again we are coming to the same point. Understanding has to increase. अपने जीवन में समझदारी आना चाहिए. क्या समझदारी है? समझदारी about the God, समझदारी about the world, समझदारी about the spiritual practice, and समझदारी about yourself. So what are these four samajhdari? Samajhdari of yourself is you are divine. There is nothing other than divinity. God is a manifestation of this divinity. What is the spiritual practice? Seeing the spirituality everywhere, अपने अंदर में बाहर में. But don't talk about it. And world is the manifestation of that Almighty without getting divided. So if we really know this, where the question comes of sense of otherness goes off, sense of incompleteness goes off. So you are always happy. So what is the nature of thoughts or imagination? The options. You give on, keep on giving the options, there you suffer. So don't give yourself any options. Zero options, you will remain in a tranquility. So how this mind perishes? No choice. मन को कोई choice नहीं दिया तो mind अपना एकदम से ठीक हो जाता है. When there is no choice, no complaints, so no sankalpa, and you are always in the peace. आप हर वक्त खुशी खुशी में रहोगे. और खुशी में कैसे रहोगे? Because you stopped imagination, you stopped projection, you stopped comparing, you stopped commenting, and you are always in the bliss because you know the sense of otherness. मेरे से अलग चीज कोई है ही नहीं. My left hand is right hand. They are all the part of my body only. Even though I am seeing perception of my left hand, perception of my right hand is definitely different. But as a whole, I know these are my parts, so I'll never allow them to quarrel with each other. They will never fight with each other, and they'll cooperate like legs and hands. They don't fight with each other. They are the parts of same body. Similarly, all the human beings are the part of same divine body, that is transcendent immanent one without second divinity, and it is only projecting as if that is separated, but it is not separated. So that has to be known to us. And tomorrow we are going to see what question has been asked by this son. The son is asking question, father, of what nature is this thought? ये मैं जो imagination आप कर रहे हैं ये कौन सी है? How does it produce? ये कैसे कहाँ से आया? How does it attain growth? ये कहाँ से growth बढ़ी है? And how does it perish? That means he is asking all the questions related to the thoughts, how these thoughts are coming, how this grows, how this remains, and how it perished. इसको खत्म कैसे करना? That we are going to see it tomorrow with this prayers. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramachandra Arpanamastu. Submitting the divine fruits to the holy feet of Sri Ramachandra.